Whoa. Why is the audio not coming through? Okay. You can hear me. Picking up my audio. Let's try this again. Check, check, check. 1, 2. Very strange. Very strange. Can't have a live stream without some technical issues, right? Okay. All right, what I'm showing here right now is Rogue Company, the game that I have uninstalled because I'm about sick and tired of dealing with Rogue Company and the issues, man. Just so many issues. Brian East, what's up, bro? How's it going, man? I uninstalled the game, and I talked about this over the weekend because the last 3 times I played the game, the server issues just make it unplayable. The rubber banding is constant. The cheaters are rampant and they don't get banned. Like, you'll report them and then nothing happens. I don't want the developers. What's up, Blade X? I don't want the developers to feel like, I think they're overwhelmed. I also kind of feel like the current developers that are running it, the current studio or team that's running it, they are not the people that made the game. There was this studio under High Res Studios called First Watch, and they don't exist no more. Like, they got downside. And they were the developers of Rogue Company, and the team that does it now, I forgot the name of the studio, but I think they are trying to maintain Realm Royale and another game as well as Rogue, and they just don't care. Like, this is just another game. They already said, hey, look, we ain't making no new content like that. Like, they made, in the past year, they have dropped 1 additional battle pass and 1 additional character. And that character they dropped was already in development by the actual main studio before they got laid off. So it's just like, they're not doing any new content. They basically told everyone that. What's up, Arcade? And that's just the way it is. They said they're just going to maintain the game, but I'm just like, you're not really maintaining the game when you got bugs and issues that never get fixed. And I kind of figured that would be the case, like when just things that used to work and you would take for granted don't work anymore. Like, you'll have an issue where you're just trying to pull up your daily contracts, and it takes there's a delay in bringing that up, and that used to not be there, and people complained about it. It was like, yo, this delay when I pull up the daily contracts, and the dev was like, yeah, it's the best we're gonna do with that. I'm just like, what? That's the best. Fix it. It wasn't there before. Clearly something's wrong. Fix it. And it's just like, no, that's not high priority enough for us to fix. And it's at this point now where it's like the game is rubber banding, stuttering. It's losing. Like, it'll have. It's about to show it in my gameplay of my last 2 matches in Rogue Company, where I'm shooting players and they're freezing. And then there's parts where like everyone is frozen, and I just stop moving and wait for the server to catch up to everything. And it's just like right at that moment, this moment right there in the gameplay, and it finally like puts me back where the last time they knew I was. It's like the sync I know how this works, not because I'm a developer, but because I've talked to developers that kind of discuss this stuff. And so there are server side things going on, and then there's client side, like your actual console, your PC things that are going on. And when the server can't maintain where everyone is, what everyone's position is, how much damage they've taken, what ammo they have, blah 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 blah, it will go back to a point where it knew you were for certain, and just go back to there for quote unquote reliability. And what it all comes down to is that it sucks, man. I'm really like kind of saddened that the game is going out like this. I thought I would play the game until they finally shut it down due to just not having enough people to play the game to justify keeping the servers on. But I just, at this point, like every time I play it, I'm just frustrated. So it's just not going to happen. By the way, shout out to the MVP who was a cheater. Was getting some kind of damage, additional damage amp, like basically shooting a gun, and the gun they were shooting was getting higher RPMs and higher damage than it should. So yeah, they basically carried their whole team to victory. So shout out to them for cheating. Floodzilla in the house. What's up, man? He said PCMR folded. Them chicklets be. Hey man, look, we gonna get into that. Matter of fact, but let's go ahead and get into that now. Let's get into that now. Brian, he says, when you see devs who genuinely care about their game and somehow keep up their media channels, these low effort attempts are very contrasting. Very, very true. You know, there are games that are even smaller than Rogue Company that somehow have a far more support, a better following, and just, you know, they care. And, you know, high res don't care. So they don't care. I don't play it. I uninstall. Snow Dragon says, how do you like Helldivers? How many people do you need to play for it to be fun? You can make that's very subjective, Snow Dragon. And I guess I could go ahead and just start talking about Helldivers. I say that's subjective because what's fun to you may not be as fun to me. Oh no, what is up with this gameplay? Why is it doing that? It's not. Well, pause on that one. What's fun to you might not be fun to me, right? And typically when you see someone like really rocking with a game, they'll play it solo. You know, even though it's a multiplayer game, they'll squad up with other people who are playing the game. They don't care. Because they really dig in the title. And so when you see that happen, like someone really likes the game, and that's good. But that's not everybody. And for me, I like Helldivers, but I don't love it. And so I play it with my friends when they trying to play it, and I got 3 other friends that play the game. I need to play it with other people for me to enjoy it. But I know there are people out there that have been enjoying the game. They play it solo. They'll go into mission solo. I can't really get into that, but they'll likely just squad up with other people, you know, do quick play and squad up with completely random squads they never played with before, and that's cool too. It all just depends on how much you like the game, and it is a good game, but that there is degrees to it. But let's discuss Helldivers too, because there was this whole thing, right? So last week, Sony came out and was like, going forward, even though it was already in there, and you know we didn't enforce it, we will enforce it now. And we got confirmation from the CEO of Arrowhead, who said that yeah, that was on me. That was my decision to this one's messing up too. Why is all my footage for Helldivers so trash? Oh well. I have to delete all of these because they don't work. Anyway, the CEO for Arrowhead said that it was his decision to allow players to skip the whole PSN linking to Steam requirement, and they did that not knowing that PSN is not available in all the territories they'd be selling the game in on Steam. So this is like a mutual L by Arrowhead and by Sony. Sony for knowing they wanted to put the game in territories where PSN wasn't allowed, but still allowing that game to be sold in those territories. And Arrowhead for knowing that down the line, you're going to be forced to do a requirement that you currently aren't enforcing with people, and knowing how petty the PC community is. Now, me being a PC gamer, I'm gonna need to call BS on some of how the PC community acts, because they act like a monolith. And in some ways, I'm cool with it, because when there is something legitimately wrong happening, and there's some legitimate wrong things happening that happen here with Helldivers, for people who live in those territories in like the 140 plus countries out there that bought the game, they're in a situation where they basically had to get a refund for something they enjoy playing. And if you didn't want to stop playing the game, that's an L for you, right? That's not right. That's not cool. But at the same time, there are PC gamers who aren't, the majority of the people who were complaining about this aren't in that situation. And what they showed, they went hard for this. I mean, 300K negative reviews in 72 hours is unprecedented. And it kind of shows how the PC community is united in a lot of ways. And all that said, I kind of felt like the whole deal with this was a bit not that big a deal. It's for the people that live in the 69 countries that didn't have this issue. You know, you just sign up for PSN. Some of you guys already got PSN. Just link your PSN and keep it moving. But I get the desire to stick it to Sony in a way for doing something that clearly looks like on the surface you just wanted to pad your PSN numbers before you would have to, you know, do an investor call and tell your investors what your PSN numbers are. Why not do that for the biggest live service game that you've had in a very, very long time? A game that's now like number 7 in your all-time like revenue generating list. Yeah, you want those numbers. And they try to treat PC gamers the way they treat their console gamers. Where, you know, last year they raised the price for PS Plus. Did they add anything additional to PS Plus to justify raising the price so significantly? No. Same everything you were getting, whether you were cool with it or not. They raised it and then was like, yeah, and what? What's the problem? And PlayStation gamers weren't cool with that. Not only are you not providing what PS Premium said, what you said you would provide, but also I'm a bit upset with the fact that you're increasing the price on something that I already kind of feel was like not delivering on the content. And so did we really see like a mass exodus of people off of PS Plus? No, not really. So some people take a stand, but not really everyone. And so when that is the case, Sony knows that they can do things that are not quite right, and the PlayStation community is just going to allow it. It's the same for the Xbox community. They are things that will happen that Microsoft will do that y'all don't like. And there's a significant portion of y'all, just the same way with the PlayStation guys, that will choose to defend it, even though it's not even in your best interest. But you'll do those things for some odd reason to defend the platform instead of your own fellow gamers. PC gamers ain't like that. They tried them, and the PC gamers punch back. And they punch back by destroying their Steam reviews, by the Arrowhead community manager saying, hey, you got a problem with this, go get a refund. And they said, I bet. I'm going to get that refund, son. You shouldn't have said that. They started refunding the game. Sony tried to pivot here by stopping the sale of the game in all the territories that don't have PSN, which created another list of issues. Because then the people who already owned the game weren't able to access the game that they already bought, which just brought more refunds. And so late last night, they looked at us, Sony looked themselves in the mirror and said, yeah, we're going to have to take this L. For this specific game, we're going to have to take this L. And we're going to have to just keep it optional. You're just going to have to keep it optional on Helldivers to salvage this, because what was starting to happen is that review bombing was starting to happen for other PlayStation games that weren't even have nothing to do with this. People starting to review bomb Spider-Man and Miles Morales, God of War. You know, it's and let me address here. Of course, you had some of the dum-dums, some of the weirdos that decided to send death threats. You know, like people like that. Like, I hope they find people who did that, and I hope they get prosecuted. It's not cool. I don't care how innocent you thought it was. I don't care if you didn't really feel like you were going to go through with it. That's illegal. And you're a piece of garbage human being for doing it. And if you're going to go send someone death threats, in my world, in SloMo's world, when they find you, I would let the person that you sent death threats to be locked in the room with you for 5 minutes. Because I know you too weak and too pathetic to actually do anything physically. Just lock them in the room with you for 5 minutes and see what happens. So what happens? I don't know. Like if we open the door and you're in pieces, you're in pieces. Just, you know, if you're going to send someone death threats, you better be prepared for that retaliation. But anyway, PC Gamers won. And they basically show once again to the overall gaming community, this is the only community of gamers that can tell publishers, platforms, whoever, what they will and will not do. And those platforms and publishers gotta blink. They gotta deal with it. Sony blinked because they put their money where their mouth is. And you gotta respect that. Whether you agree with them, whether you think it's petty or not, whether you think the whole thing about linking your Steam accounts, your PSN accounts, not that big a deal. You gotta respect the fact that they stood on business. And going forward, Sony will know better. This is a learning lesson. Doesn't mean that like they're not going to require PSN for other games. They will. But what they're going to do is they're going to be smarter about it. They're going to communicate better. They're going to make sure you understand what's going on. And then they're going to make sure it's there at launch. Like what Ghost of Tsushima that comes out in a week or two. The Sucker Punch Productions team came out, already said, hey, look, man, this is what we doing. If you just go and play the single player, you ain't got to sign up for nothing. You ain't got to link anything. But if you're going to play the multiplayer Ghost of Tsushima Legends, you will need that PSN. And is that going to hinder the amount of people on PC that are playing Legends? Absolutely. But that's not going to change. That's what Sony has is a part of their game plan when it comes to going forward on PC. They're not changing that because some gamers got upset. That said, they know better now. They know what they can't mess with, who they can't mess with, and they're going to move accordingly. What's up, Forte?
Oh man, I'm so happy you got internet so you could be yourself again.
Let me explain to y'all what happened. So last night, me, Forte, and Luca was supposed to play Remnant 2's final DLC. I'm all excited for this all day long. You know, we're supposed to get together at 7:30. You know, it was all going to be good. So at 7:00, I came down to my PC because I had Remnant 2 uninstalled. Let me go ahead and reinstall Remnant 2. Reinstall Remnant 2, got the whole thing started, walked away. Come back at 7:30, it's at 2%. I'm like, excuse me? Not with my internet, not with Verizon Fios, 2%, something's not right. So I started doing speed tests. The speed test wouldn't complete. I'm like, what's going on? I pull up command line. I do a continuous ping to Google's DNS. For those who understand IT, you know what that means. The ping, the time for the ping was 3,000 milliseconds. I'm like, what? What is going on? I'm trying to call Verizon. Of course, I'm on, my phone's on Wi-Fi. That ain't working. I get off of Wi-Fi. I got T-Mobile. T-Mobile not going through. I'm like, good freaking grief. I had to drive down the road to get service in order to talk to them. And long story short, took a few hours, but the issue was all on Verizon's side. And they finally got it sorted. But it was just like, bro, I was trying to play Remnant 2. And yes, Brian East, bandwidth throttling. That's what I told them. I said, yo, stop throttling my bandwidth. Oh, sir, we would never do that. Hey, yo, look, I'm a network engineer, okay? Yes, you would do that, okay? I do that. I can tell you what commands you did on the hardware that you got that did it. Cut the cap. Let's skip past all the, hey, did you do this? Did you check that? Did you reboot your router? Forget all that mess. I've done all that already. Let's get to the point where you fix it. Okay? This is on you. You fix it. Remove the bandwidth limiting you got on my port now. Okay, sir. Hold on. We'll get it sorted. I'm like, I shouldn't have to do this. I shouldn't have to go through this with y'all. Come on now. You know, I was literally just saying Verizon Fios is awesome. Like 2 days ago, they were just like, they got comfortable. They were just like, well, thank you. Now we can relax and act like a bunch of assholes. No, you can't. Not around here, you can.
It's nice to know that SloMo is the same SloMo, even with people that he talks to on the phone. He talks to them just like he talks to people on Twitter.
Yeah, it's basically, yeah. You know, they did a lot of apologizing. They would, hey, we'll give you the rest of the month free. And I'm like, all right, thank you. I still didn't, you know, I had to kind of pivot a little bit. I was like, I'm working. I got work to do. You're messing up my money. You know, you gotta treat them like that, right? But of course, that wasn't really the case. Like I wasn't playing some video games. Still, it don't matter. I was working, you bastards.
Yeah, I remember my wife did the same thing because I told you I upgraded her ring.
Yeah.
So I upgraded her ring and I was trying to wait until, you know, our anniversary is June 11th. That would be 14 years for us. So I was trying to wait, to 15 years, but, you know, she kept talking about, you know, because she lost a lot of weight. And then so her ring doesn't fit anymore. So she kind of, made my timeline move up a little bit. So she said, yeah, I want a ring. I said, okay, cool. Well, I'm going to have to get a ring for our anniversary this year. So I was already looking around and stuff. So I found one. But this woman went to the store and calls me while she at the store. It's like taking pictures of rings and sending them to me. And I was like, where are you? I'm at the store and I see this real beautiful ring and I can get this and, you know, you can just, you know, all this other stuff. I was like, oh my God. So I had to go up to the store with her. We ended up getting the ring. They had to send it out for sizing. Let me tell you, though, they said it would be 2 weeks to get this ring back. It's been 4 weeks at this point. She's like calling them, asking them. They said they're going to check in with the information and see what's going on. They never call her back. She calls and talks to the other manager. She said, okay, let me call you back. I'm going to figure out what's going on with your ring. They never called her back. So my wife, you know, she's the complete opposite of me. She literally goes from work up to the store. And I was like, where are you at? She said, oh, I'm at the store. They gonna tell me where my ring is. So
Oh yeah, absolutely.
it's been 5 weeks at this point. You gonna tell me where my ring is? So
Right.
she says she walks into the store. This is Kate Jewelers, by the way. She walks into
Hmm.
the store, and the people, the lady, the people see her walking in, and the lady literally goes to the back and gets the black manager.
Oh yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
she goes to the back.
Let's get the black manager in here now.
Yeah, she said she was walking straight to the girl that helped her, and she said that lady literally turned around and went and got the black manager before she even got to the counter, and she was already standing up there with her, like she didn't know what was going on. So she walks up there, and she's like, hey, what's going on with my ring? This and that, blah blah blah. She has the paperwork. She shows it to them. They try to look it up. Come to find out, they lost her ring. Lost it. Like it never
quote unquote lost it. Like yeah, because you know how I'd be like, yeah, y'all ain't really lose anything. Somebody walked away with that.
Right. So supposedly they lost the ring because they said, well, they tried calling the place that does their resizing. They never received it. So she said, we don't know if it got lost in transit or if it never even left the building, but we can't find it. So they was like, well, we can order.
So what you're saying is that I get my pick of whatever is in here.
Listen, so she,
because I'm like I'm picking whatever I want right now at this point.
So she's listening. She's talking to him, and she was like, okay. So where we go from? She said, "Well, we can order you another one. It's not going to be here till May 13th." This was 3 weeks ago. So this 3 weeks ago this all happened. She said it'll take 3 weeks. We'll order it from there and they'll ship it directly from there, but it'll be here like May 13th. She was like, okay, so where am I? And then they was like, oh, and we'll and then she looks on the website and the ring is cheaper. It's like $300 cheaper than what we paid for. So when she looks at it, she's like, okay, yeah, so we're gonna ring you up we're gonna get this order for it. Then she looks at it, she said, okay, you're also gonna give it to me for the price that's on the website right now, right? They was like, oh, absolutely, yes, it's cheaper on the website. We're gonna give it to you at that price. And she said, and what you gonna do to compensate me for not having my ring for 4 weeks? This is where she embellished like a motherfucker. She really embellished. So we took family pictures 2 weeks ago. Now, no, we took family pictures right after we ordered the ring. So that ring wasn't gonna be here for those family pictures. We already knew it. So she wore the one that she always had. She went up and that mug was like, we took family pictures and I was looking forward to having my ring. And she shows them the pictures that we ordered just to like really sink it in. And she was like, and they was like, okay, man, we're gonna give you an extra 10% off. So this ring literally just dropped $500, no, close to almost $600 in price just because of all that. And then this is where she got even more pissed. They tried to tell her, she was like, because we put it on we got a charge card from there, and they was like, okay, well, we have to put it on a gift card. And my wife was like, oh no, you ain't. I don't want to spend more money here if I don't have to. You're going to put that back to my charge card so it can go towards the payment that I already paid for when it comes to this ring. They said, well, we can't do that, man. She said, oh, yes, you can. I work in retail, and yes, you can do stuff like that. Man, she was like, man, why am I even talking to you? Let me talk to the other girl that can help me right now. She got me on the phone. I'm dying on the phone, bro, because, she got me listening to the whole scenario in the background. She's like, ma'am, you be quiet. Let me talk to this woman right here because you ain't helping me right now. And let me tell you, so they get this all situated. And why does this other lady out of the blue just walk in the store? FedEx delivered a package from them, but they never received it. It shows on they show on the app that they delivered it, but they never got it. So this lady walks in and is like, hey, they told me I was coming to the store to pick this up. They didn't tell me that it was being delivered to my house. If that was the case, I would have had somebody there. They was like, well, ma'am, it shows that they delivered. She said, well, ma'am, I do not have it. And that lady right there, which is the same lady that helped my wife, that lady right there told me that it was going to be delivered here and I could pick it up. And they was like, and that girl was like, and then the other black girl was like, well, ma'am, let me tell you something. And my wife was like, baby, Be quiet. Let them handle that. They ain't got nothing to do with you. Bro, it was incredible listening to this whole conversation. It's just a bunch of women bickering about. Now, granted, it was some very expensive stuff they were bickering over, but it was hilarious. So we ended up saving like another $630 on a ring, which helps my cause. Maybe I could buy my Steam Deck with that.
Oh, well, Steam Deck is, I think, even the top of the lot. Like, we're actually. Don't buy a Steam Deck yet, because I think Steam Deck 2.
I'm gonna wait for the 2.
Yeah, because that comes out. I think Steam Deck 2 will be out next year.
Yeah, Steam Deck 2.
Yeah, because I think Steam Deck 2 will be out before the Xbox handheld comes out. But definitely wait on that one. I mean, the Steam Deck OLED is fine, and if you kind of feel like you ain't trying to wait, you'll be just fine with a Steam Deck OLED. But if you want the new. You should wait.
I feel like at this point, if you haven't bought one, you're almost doing yourself a disservice buying it now, knowing that the 2 is on the horizon.
Yeah.
Especially if you're a person. Now, if you don't care, I mean, even then, even if you do care about the performance, you should care more about the price, because I think the OLED probably going to drop in price when the 2 comes out, if they still sell it.
Well, they'll do it the way they did. So, like the original Steam Deck, remember the original that had the LCD screen? What they did with that was they had the top tier model became the bottom tier model, and then they had the other 2 tiers be the OLEDs. They'll probably do the same thing with Steam Deck 2, where the top tier Steam Deck OLED is the bottom model, and then the Steam Deck 2 would be like, it's fine.
The new hotness. So I was listening, so I'm not going to ask for your opinion on your thoughts on what happened, because I was listening to it. So all I want to say is, man, I remember, what was it, last week when BG made his video about this situation, and the first thing that came out of his mouth, he was
shout out to BG.
Y'all, shout out to BG. He was like, he said Sony don't know who they messing with. He was
Pretty
like,
much.
Dude, you are messing with the wrong player base. He said, I don't get it. He said, but this player base stands on principle, and they will cut their arms off to smite their face just because they do not like something that you're doing. And they will literally voice that opinion ravishly. And guess what just happened, bro? Listen, I didn't expect this to get turned. No lie, I thought this was going to be something that Sony was going to be standing on principle. They want to see the active monthly use, especially for a game like Helldivers, because that's like a really big indicator for what monthly active users can look like for a game that hits for PlayStation. But the worst thing they did was not have it at launch. Like, this is once again the reason why we were talking about on Scumcast the other day. Why don't release a game until it's 100% ready to go? If you were going to implement something like people having to log in and tie their PSN's accounts and everything to be able to track this stuff, you should have made sure that was available day one, because especially since this game blew up and went to like the casual fans jumped on board. Now, some people definitely knew that it was a thing that they had to log into the PSN, because they showed it on the Steam page.
Yeah, it was always there on the Steam page from the very start.
People,
and so this is also partially people who don't read things, don't read terms and conditions, don't pay attention. And this, we know that's everybody. Like, we all do that. Like, we all skip through.
You accept it.
You just skip down to the bottom and hit accept. I'm not reading all your legalese, your legalese, all that stuff. I'm not doing all that.
Stuff your lawyer is put into a document that I have to accept anyways to play the game.
Right. That's it. And this is part of the reason why I kind of felt like it's a little much that PC gamers were going at it like this, because it was always there, and you didn't read the terms and conditions. Like, when it comes to anything else, if you sign something or even virtually sign it and you didn't read the terms and conditions, who is that on? If you know that's in there, or you don't know that's in there, but you made the choice to not do your due diligence and not even look at the freaking Steam page. It was on the Steam page, not just in the when you play the game and you gotta hit accept on everything. So it's
but the the funny hilarious thing to this is, and I get exactly what you're saying, like why they made such a big deal for something that was always there, but I also think it's just the principle. Like PC gamers are going to flex their muscles just because they know they can do it, and they're going to keep doing it until somebody shuts them down completely, and it becomes a moot point. All this basically did was embolden the PC community and tell them, like, once again, we fought the good fight and we got something changed that needed to get changed. And the only reason PlayStation didn't change this because they wanted to be nice to you. They changed this because this was going to hurt the bottom line. Not only for Helldivers would it hurt the bottom line, this might have hurt the future prospects of other games coming to the PC platform, because they're looking at it like, shoot, if we don't change this, that means like the whole thing like you said about Xbox and putting their games on PlayStation. Once one game is under that microscope for having a PSN login and PlayStation not willing to move it and change that alignment, people are going to think that's going to be the future for all their games. And then people are going to be like, well, shoot, I'm not messing around with PlayStation games on there. And guess what? PlayStation wants to have a future on PC. So they were like, yo, this is a money move more than anything. So anybody that thinks that they did this out of the kindness of their heart, they surely didn't. They did this because they want to make money.
They did this because they don't want to be Epic.
Yeah, exactly. They don't want to be Epic,
on the PC platform. They don't want to be Epic. And Epic right now, Epic has a launcher that it's not great. It's also not as bad as people try to make it out to be. Like, it actually works.
I use it all the time.
Unlike the Xbox launcher, which barely works as is, but has a much bigger footprint on the PC ecosystem than Epic does. They like to make an example out of Epic, to the detriment of themselves, because Epic be giving away 2 free games a week. Some of those games are really significant, really good games. Epic will give you $10 coupons randomly for new games. You never get any of that stuff on Steam, but they will, just because Steam has reviews and discussion boards, they act like that is the bee's knees. Just Steam fanboys, bro. They just gave it a buck. There's some Steam fanboys out here. The same way they will talk down to Xbox, PlayStation, and Nintendo gamers, they don't look in the mirror and see they do the exact same thing for Valve.
Right.
But all that said, it's a significant number of them. And when they feel like you slighted them, they will make an example of you. And Sony did not want to be that example, especially considering they are on their way to building their own launcher. Now, there are people out there who think, oh, well, that's not going to be anything. They're not really going to do that.
Oh, okay.
Because we aren't going to accept it. There are certain things that you claim you're not going to accept, but they'll still do it. The same people who said, oh, well, we ain't going to play Fortnite because they took Fortnite off of Steam and made it exclusive to the Epic Game Store. Well, it's thriving on the Epic Game Store. It's the only thing that's really played on the Epic Game Store. So what? You can't say, well, they can't make a launcher when every other major publisher, for the most part, has a launcher.
Right.
Ubisoft got a launcher. EA got a launcher. Bethesda had a launcher. Activision with Battle.net. You may not like them. That doesn't mean that they won't make one.
Right.
We already know y'all don't like much of anything if it ain't made by Steam. So Rockstar has a launcher. Same guys that played GTA and Red Dead 2 and loved them. You signed up for that Rockstar launcher. So there's a give and take here. And that give and take is that, like, what Sony's going to do to make sure this doesn't happen in the future, they're going to make sure that they don't have any of these issues going forward. when they launch a game, if it's going to need PSN linked to Steam or whatever, they're going to make sure it's there at launch. If they are going to, and what they might start doing, right? What they might start doing is when they come out with that PlayStation launcher, they might start putting perks exclusive to the PlayStation Store. Hey, if you want to get an exclusive skin, you want to like little things that are free, you know, or early access to a game, things like that. It's going to be, you know, 5 days earlier on the PlayStation launcher, and then it will be available everywhere else. That those kind of things, they'll do those things, and you know, to try to entice people over there. But they've learned a very valuable lesson this time. Real quick, shout out to the people in the chat. Shout out to you guys. Ice Queen said, I saw them nasty messages to the Helldiver devs, and I hope Sony and Arrowhead Studios find them people, plus ban them for good. Ice Queen, and I appreciate the message. Something that I noticed multiple times from the community managers at Arrowhead is that they were talking about how they're going to be happy to be able to get more autonomy to ban people. And I saw some pushback from that from the PC community. Well, why would we want to give you that? I'm like, they're not talking about just banning people randomly. They're talking about banning cheaters. Because even in a PvE game, there were cheaters in Helldivers 2. People getting infinite resources, people getting infinite stratagems and stuff. Like, even in the PvE game, some of y'all are just so garbage at gaming that y'all cheat even in this. And so, yeah, if instead of having to go through whatever hoops there is on just the Steam platform to ban you, if you need to be linked to a PSN account to even play the game, they could just ban your PSN account. And then that is a quicker way of banning someone who deserves to be banned. But, you know, hey, context and people, you know, actually getting things like this and not making it seem like, go ahead, man. No, I'm like it's weird that like you think that they shouldn't have the autonomy to ban people in their own game. That's stupid.
Yeah, that's crazy. I like I said, outside of, you know, the reversal on this, I think the only thing that really sucks about this whole scenario is the fact that the people that were skating by in other countries, like the 172 countries that don't have PSNs, the fact that Steam went through and disabled the sale of the games in those territories, that's not getting reversed, because the only reason people were able to buy the games in those territories is because they were using, you know, VPNs and stuff to say they were from other places and stuff. Now that that's on the radar, there's those countries are still pretty much locked out of it.
Yeah.
Now that Steam knows that was a workaround, and pretty much now they're just enforcing, you know, what was supposed to have happened in the first place, and people can't circumvent that thing now. So, I mean, granted, PlayStation is going to be more happy with the fact that the majority of the people that are on a PC platform can play the game no matter what. But it is very unfortunate that this situation did happen. It brought to, you know, to light a situation that kind of affected a very small minority of people, and how it's not going to allow them not to play the game or be able to purchase the game in those territories no more.
Let's see here. Arcade said PC gamers ain't nothing to mess with. Yeah, that is the moral of this story. Don't mess with PC gamers. There you have it. Real quick, switch gears before I get into playing Hades 2, which I got into the technical test and never got a chance to play it. That's on me. Now that it's in early access, of course, I put down that $30 because I love Hades, and the work that developer does is chef's kiss. So I got Hades 2 loaded up. I'm gonna play that in a bit. So, you know, chill out, Erodimus. But before we do that, I wanted to talk about this Hellblade 2's PC specs, because we got them in a little bit more detail now than we did before. And so I'm just going to go to all the way to the very high section over here, because that's me. You know, this is me, my stuff over here. And for very high, which is the graphic preset on high at 4K, they say you're gonna need either an i5 12600K. That's actually really, I'm gonna talk about this in a second. Or an AMD Ryzen 7 5700X for GPU in NVIDIA RTX 4080 or a 7900 XTX. Of course, this is with no ray tracing, because you know, if it was ray tracing, that 7900 XT would be down here somewhere. Anyway, VRAM, 12 gigs of VRAM. So if you want an 8 gig VRAM card, don't even attempt 4K. It ain't for you. System RAM, 16 gigs of VRAM, which everyone should have that. If you don't have 16 gigs of, I said VRAM, of system RAM in your PC, what are you doing? Seriously, what are you doing? Storage, 70 gig SSD, and Windows 10 or 11. Now, let's talk about the CPU for a moment. An i5 12600K is not a super like high PC here, okay? Like, this is, even with the recommended, this is an i7 10700K. We're talking about CPUs here that are what are they, like 3-4 years old, which means they should be still good, right? But at the same time, I saw a lot of people that was like, oh, well, the reason why on the Xbox this is only going to run at 30 frames per second because it's Unreal Engine 5 and it's so CPU intensive. The hell is this then? The hell is this? What are you talking about? This tells me it ain't what you say it is. And this also tells me, gamer freaking teed, we're gonna see a 60 frames per second performance mode out of nowhere. Ooh. Oh. Give it sometime later this year, maybe a year from now, maybe early next year in 2025. Hellblade 2 update. We got 60 frames per second on the Xbox Series X. You know, if you console guys, if you want to get it like the PC gamers, where the platform is afraid of you, where they're afraid to upset you, even for minor stuff, this ain't minor. But if you want to get to the point where they're afraid to mess with you, you do something about it. But y'all won't do anything about it. So it is what it is. Erodimus says, yes, once they implemented FSR 3.1 patch to the game. Erodimus, I don't think you're going to need FSR 3.1 in order to get that. You just got to do what everyone else does when they make a performance mode, which is lower some of your graphical settings to make it happen. Nobody who wants a performance mode expects the visual fidelity in the visual package to be on the same level as the resolution mode.
I don't know what you're talking about. I expect my eyes to pop out when I'm playing the performance mode.
Oh, well, hey, look, that's why you play on PC.
Yeah, there you go.
If you want both,
you ain't good. Good for you.
If you want both, you know what you need to do. You need to build or make or buy a pre-built PC. That's what you need to do.
Yep. Consoles ain't giving that to you.
But if that's not for you, that's fine. I want the simple experience. I just want to sit on the couch, even though you can do that on PC. I just want to hit a button, even though you can do that on PC. I just want it to run, even though you can do that on PC. But, you know, if you don't want to do any tweaking and twerking, initially to get that done, fine, you stay on console. But look, if you don't like the options they give you, you need to make it known to the people who make the game. Because, we about to be going into 3 games. 3 games in a row with Xbox that are first-party games where they launched with just 30 frames per second and then adding 60 FPS later on. Seems like a trend to me. I wonder what's going to happen with Avowed. I wonder what's going to happen with Indiana Jones. I wonder what's going to happen with South of Midnight. Clockwork Revolution. Y'all getting the performance mode? Can you even feel confident to say you're getting the performance mode? I don't know.
Yeah, I remember my brother telling me a while ago, like years ago, because I've always had a real powerful PC and still played on console. And he's like, why do you play on console and you have a beast of a PC that can do everything way better and get the games for cheaper? And I said, because I just prefer console, because I just like the simplicity of console. And then, all of this stuff. And I knew it wasn't hard to play games on PC, but it was, like you said, it's just easy to turn on a console and just play it and not have to load or make sure your drivers are up to date and everything like that, blah, 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 which is some stuff you don't really have to do as much now. But all they did, it's like, for even for myself, they just made it so easy for me to say, I'll just play it on PC. Because it's like, when I'll tell you like this, most people, even hardcore gamers, really didn't care about performance that much. Like, they say they cared about it, but they really didn't until everybody else started complaining about performance. Then they was like, oh man, this is terrible, man. How they gonna keep doing this with these games and not have a 60 frame or have a performance mode? It's like the mob mentality kind of got a lot of people to start looking themselves in the mirror and saying, yeah, man, I can't be that guy that has a powerful PC and still continues to play on console when I have an ability to play at a better rate and stuff. So I was a casualty of that probably 3 or 4 years ago. And that's why now I'm like, yo, if the game runs better on PC, I'm just going to play it on PC because it's so much easier to do now.
You got 3070 Ti, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're kind of in the middle here. Even though this isn't really like, of course, we're here at the bottom. This is very important. Higher frame rates or resolutions can be achieved with the use of DLSS 3. Shout out to them for having the up-to-date versions, by the way. Shout out to Ninja Theory for doing that, because a lot of these developers are launching with like DLSS 2. Yes, I'm talking about you, Capcom. Freaking losers. Anyway, FSR 3, which, is less than 6 months old, or XESS 1.3, which actually came out like a couple of months ago. So like they got the most up-to-date versions of upscalers on PC, which is good. So you could be able to use those to kind of, I think Forte, you'll probably end up doing the high 1440p,
which would be fine by me.
Yeah, that's just fine. I mean, you got a better CPU than what's here. You don't have the GPU, even though I don't know why Arc A7770 is up with a 6800 XT and a 3080. This GPU should be over here.
Right.
Why is what did they do? Okay, hey, look, I ain't played it yet, and I definitely ain't played it on the Intel GPU, so I don't know how they may have achieved that, but I'm gonna call cap on this right here. But the fact that it says VRAM, 8 gigs VRAM, and that's what you got with your GPU, this is probably where your cap is going to be. But
this is the funny thing about it. I wouldn't go out and buy a console to experience the game when I have a PC that can already do it, because I feel like if I'm going to spend $600, say a PlayStation 4 Pro or the new Xbox or whatever has a more powerful whatever. If I had to pick right now with the scenarios that are out there with the way that, consoles are performing versus PC, if I had to make the decision on either buying another console that upgrades it or just spending that money and putting it towards a better GPU that would serve me way more long term. Like if I was to say, let's say I would just say, screw it, I'm gonna get a 4090. That 4090, well, you know, I'm spending a lot of money for it, but that might be the GPU I might own for the next 10 years.
And
nothing will come close to that.
Shout out to Luca in the chat. Luca, I saw you called me. I'm kind of busy at the moment, as you see. But good to see you here, Luca.
Shout out to him.
I told her about that last night. Erodimus says, see, like I said, once they implement FSR 3.1, which FSR 3.1 is not made for consoles, Erodimus, okay? Like he said, they are using FSR 3.0 for the PC. FSR 3.1 released 2 months ago. And like how FSR 3.1 was not implemented, 3.0 was not implemented immediately for Starfield on PC when it released a month earlier before Starfield released. 3.1 is not going to be available immediately for Ninja Theory and Hellblade 2. Right. And frankly, I mean, I see a lot of, and Floodzilla, shout out to Floodzilla. He says he has an A770. He's going to test it out. I appreciate that, bro. But now you're about to be mad at me because I'm about to slander your AMD. Y'all AMD fanboys be every time y'all come out with something new, it's finally going to do what AMD said it was. We finally going to get good ray tracing. Ain't seen it yet. They finally going to fix that upscaler. FSR 1.0 was garbage, but 2.0 is going to be great. No, it wasn't. We finally going to get frame generation that's going to be really good. It still sucks. It's still worse than NVIDIA's frame generation. Stop it. Stop saying that. Stop saying that stuff. Y'all keep saying AMD is finally going to do something before you actually see it do something. Wait. Just wait. Just wait until you see it before you say it can do it, okay? Singer in the house. Singer says Intel SloMo, not AMD. No. I know the A770 is Intel. Floodzilla said he has an A77. He's going to test out Hellblade 2 with that. And that's how I said, I appreciate that. I like to see those results and see if they are really on par with what you'll get from right here, a 3080 or a 6800 XT. But the whole thing about AMD and AMD delivering on promises is I think is fool's gold until they actually do that.
Sure.
I'm saying, all right, man. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do Hades 2, man. I'm very excited to play this.
That came out today, right?
Yes, the early access came out today. As soon as I saw it, I bought it because I was like, "That's what I need." $30, yeah. I needs that. So we're going to.
So we're going to beat it 6 times today.
No, I'm probably gonna get bodied. As how things turned out when I played the first one in the beginning, I was getting bodied until I got adjusted. Oh no, is it? Oh, okay, there it is. I was about to say it wasn't being picked up. All right. Early access. Welcome to Hades 2. This game is in early access, which means we're actively working on it based on our plans and your feedback. Much like our process with the original game, we plan to add new features, characters, powers, environments, and more while expanding the story and improving the overall experience. I wonder how much of the game will actually be available. I think I wasn't involved in the early access for Hades 1, but I heard it was just the first biome or something like that. I can't remember. It says on the next screen, select coming up next for our development roadmap or what's ahead. For now, we invite you to explore. All right, let's see. Let me turn this down because I don't want this to be that there. I want y'all to actually hear me, you know? Display. Let's go borderless. I don't need no V-Sync. Not with a G-Sync monitor, I don't. Let's That's it. Okay. And I think that's good. Rodman said 30 minutes of PC setup coming. That wasn't even 3 minutes. You console haters. I love that y'all hate so much. It's all jealousy. Cause you can't play games amazing like this right now.
The dead came to a sudden end when all at once his past caught up with him.
Oh, let me turn off the
Do not go quietly. And history repeats. So this
Maybach music.
is only a matter of time.
It's a heavy box.
Death to Kronos.
Death to Chronos.
Yes. Death to Kronos Max.
Vengeance is my family. Okay. I don't need that. Trying to remember. Dash is A. Next to attack. Ooh. Okay, B is whatever that is. This is the ranged attack. Y. Okay. I'm good to go.
All right, I'll be back soon. I got I'm about to be making a lot of noise, and I don't want to mess up your stream.
Man, appreciate you.
Yep, no problem.
Ooh. What? Oh, does that slow people down? Okay. I do wonder what kind of weapons they rocking with now. Like this is what am I using? A spear? It's like a spear. Yeah. Not a spear. I mean a staff. Who is this?
It's just another spell. 10 words. In the name of Hades, Olympus, I accept this message.
I like how the dialogue and the characters they show in the dialogue, they definitely upgraded there with like taking up more of the screen and showing, you know, I mean, same art style, but like a nicer image of the god that they're talking to. Greetings from Olympus and well met there, sunshine. Hold on. Gregor Von Doom, the SloMo play everything with controller after calling our console, guys. You know, see, like, it's about choice, Gregor. And having the choice to play with keyboard or controller is a PC thing. You know, you wouldn't know nothing about that. You know, like, you peasants don't get choices. You just deal with whatever the platform tells you. Your attacks deal more damage in a larger area. Your sprint is faster and inflicts daze. One standing in your cast gradually restore. What is that? What is that symbol? Magic restoration. Let's just go with more damage right now.
We'll see if I need theirs.
Singer says, I wonder if Zeus's powers would be the best again. You know, I actually kind of felt like it was Athena. Whoever had the reflect ability, I think it was Athena. I thought she had the best powers. But I guess it's all about preference, right? Because like the weapons that I like the most people didn't like those weapons. Nope, ain't hitting me. What is it? What is that? Ashes. Mostly used for unlocking Arcana cards. Okay, I'll figure that out later. Okay, I got two different. This is where you get two different games. So what is? I guess I started to figure out what these symbols are. This would be more dust. So I want to go here. Oh crap! I'm paying attention. So Gregor says you have a 4080 and a i9 1400K. So you saying when you on PC, Gregor, you don't use a controller ever? But you know, expose this hypocrisy real quick. Okay, what is this stuff? Psych. Mostly use the raised grasp to activate more Arcana. What are Arcana cards? I gotta get that figured out. Okay, so this would be more health here. And this would be maybe a new ability. Let me get I'm gonna get the health. I can get more abilities later. You a liar, Gregor. Straight up liar. Nope, you only play on mouse and keyboard on PC. First of all, that's let me not just say it is. I know there are people who do that, and I think all they're doing is just hindering themselves in their own experiences. But if that's how you prefer to play games, that's fine, you know, because it's all about your own choices and preferences, and not necessarily doing what everyone else wants to be done. I could go here and get. Do I have what kind of? I only have 69 coin. And I ain't got enough money to really rock with that. Oh, whoa, oh snap! Hey, lady. Oh my God! Stop hit. I am getting. Bro. Damn it. Stop it. Oh. I'm down to 18 health. No, I got stuck. Son of a. Can't get this damn shield off you. Oh God. All right, man. Lesson learned. John Wolf says, when are you getting the new monitor SloMo, or did you already? I did get it. This is my 4K LG Ultra Gear monitor. It's 4K 144 hertz. So yeah, I'm playing on it right now. I got it about a month and a half ago, John Wolf. It's pretty awesome. I like it. I gave my 1440p monitor that was like essentially in the same class. I gave that to my son, who instead of saying, wow, thank you for this way better monitor, Dad, he's all like, oh, it doesn't have external speakers. I gotta use a headset all the time. I'm like, you little. Oh my God. Singer says, that's it. Take his gamer card. Died first time on the boss he never played before. Right. See, this is when you scream, this is how people treat you. Like, oh my God, did you just die not knowing anything about the game? You're such a loser. Let's see. The Brood. That's Hades, Zachary's. What is her name? Wait a minute, hold up. Who is she? Who's the that's not his mom, is it? They don't look like her. Hold up. Can I look at this again? Yeah, you didn't scare me.
My eternal rest. You trifle with powers far beyond your comprehension, witch. Speak.
That was pretty decent, right, Mel? Maybe pushing it. Okay if I call you witch like that?
which worked for me in context. And a solid haunting all in all, Dora. But I'd better run. Something I have to do.
Then be gone.
So she's Zachary's daughter. So he said, Brian, he says, dude, Master Play would be the bargain for a better pair of speakers. Yeah, you know how kids are, man. They just, you know. I built my son a Beast PC, and all he wants to play is Roblox. So, you know, it is what it is. What else do we have here? Can I play with other weapons?
Come here.
I can't talk to. Oh, here we go.
Time forced our hand, Millenoi. Neria's soul expected you to slay our enemy last night on a new moon, no less. But you accomplished something.
What's up, Mike? How's it going, man?
I lack such forgiveness for my failure, Headmistress Hecate. The Titan yet lives.
All right, man. I'm just playing some good old Hades 2.
What is it I accomplished?
You're here to speak of it. Recovered
She got some abs on her.
spirit.
I wonder if she got the BBL. I wonder if those abs are natural, or they you know, a little nip tuck going on to get those.
Death to Kronos.
What is up with this Kronos thing? Let's salute.
Headmistress.
And you, Millenoi.
How do you say that? Millenoi?
Cauldron's filthy still, alas.
You've unsealed the silver pool.
It's being purified.
Is this the silver? Who is this?
Killed the bastard. Drove your staff.
Odysseus. Okay.
A dagger in his gut. Not that he died from that. Works on mortals, though.
I've nothing to report, Odysseus. Not yet.
Well, you'll get him next time, I reckon.
All right. Oh, this guy. This dude's always asleep.
Wake you, oh sleep.
Oh, he can't wake up now? That's interesting.
Hi, gang. Headmistress must have some important tasks for you.
All right, so am I going out here?
My altar. Headmistress lent me the Arcana.
So this is like the darkness that Zachary's had, where in the darkness you could like level certain things up.
Sorceress.
But now they got Arcana cards. While you channel your moves, everything moves slower for 2 seconds. Okay. Do I have enough for? Where is the total?
The wayward son.
After you exit a location, restore 2 heart. Okay, 2 lives. Or twice that if you have no more than 30% health. Huh. So you can only have 1 active. I think I want to rock. When you channel your moves, everything moves slower for 2 seconds. Press and hold attack, special, or cast and imbue them with. Oh. Well, let me see what this is like before I do anything else. So this is the. Okay, I only got 1. I only got 1. These would be the other weapons that I unlock eventually. I wonder what this stuff is too. SloMo pronouncing all their names wrong. You knew who I was talking about, damn it. You knew what I meant.
The arms of night are now at my disposal. Or shall be.
Okay.
soon enough.
Sister Blade. I like that. I want to unlock this. I need 1 silver to do that. Umbra, Flames, Moonstone, Axe, and then so this is the one I have right now, the Witches.
Much more than just this staff bathing in there.
And this the
A battle lost. But this is
oh, it's the same dude from before.
Many battles yet to come. The only question is, are you prepared to win? I'm not so sure here, so let's see you give me 20.
Commander Skelemius, sir.
Struck him 20 times. All right, I can do that.
All right, that's enough. Unless you want to keep going. I am ensnared.
Oh snap! I didn't know you could do that. That's sprint. I wasn't doing that. Man, if I would have known that, this would have been easier to dodge the boss when she was doing that the AOE attack. Nice. Okay. Word? Okay, I like this. I like these changes. This is pretty cool. Okay.
Death to Kronos. I'll see to that. No one is more prepared. Beyond the mists of Erebus, there should be a way down. Too risky heading through Elysium, and too risky to stay. All right, it's time.
I'm digging this. Oh, I'm gonna be playing this so much. Hold up. Okay. Where do I go to get back to it? I can't go this way. Go up. But what is go out? Well, what's up here?
Ugh, these blasted wards.
Okay, so I probably have to.
Find the Titan.
Here we go.
Slay the Titan.
Let's do it.
The Sigil of Frost. Headmistress
Ooh.
told me so much about you, and now at last we meet. In the name of Hades, Olympus, I accept this message.
Just like your mother. I'll not lose her again. I shall freeze hell in its entirety if that is
Whoa. You look just like your mother. I'll not lose her again.
Won't you, granddaughter?
Oh, because she is not Zach Reese's daughter. She's Zach Reese's little sister. Well, that makes way more sense now. Yeah, that makes far more sense now. Okay.
Mother.
Your specials deal more damage and inflict freeze. Your sprint forms a cyclone around you that, ooh, I like that. Let me see that.
All of you gather round.
Look at this. I like it.
Within mist-shrouded labyrinthine Erebus lie countless souls of the dead, awaiting judgment that shall never come.
They'll be judged soon enough.
Yo, I don't need to restore that. Oh, wait, hold on. I should be able to fish here. There we go. I don't have a fishing rod with it. Okay, so what I'm supposed to have an axe to break this or something? Okay, so there's some things I need to get.
Slowing down.
What the heck? Crap, why is it not going off? Oh, I'm out of the mana needed to do it. That's why.
All laid to rest.
That's interesting. Now there's a mana that you have to kind of manage as well in order to get certain attacks off. This is money, I think. 18. This is, let's go ahead and get a different boon. How many times you died, SloMo? Only died once so far. And Big Mike says, did you see Super? I saw the new look. I think the dude they got playing Superman now, I think he's got the look of Superman in the face. But like, I don't know if like he's built like Superman yet. That suit looked a little baggy on him. Look a little, you know, like he ain't really filling that thing out correctly. Pause. Huge pause. It says, do bide your time, Sunshine. The Titan thinks he has his pin, but we have the situation here under control. Just locked in. A bit of a stalemate is all possible. Your attacks deal more damage in a larger area. Your specials deal more damage in a larger area. After you take damage, your foes takes damage, and you inflict daze on all foes. Let's go with the higher. Yeah, I want that because this unlocks more stuff. Oh, how did you hit me? I take that. Do I want more of the same boon, or well, I actually have two. You know what? Let me get the ice one. The suit is trash. It looks straight out of a Guardians of the Galaxy. Damn! Hold on now. Looks like I'm taking a lot of damage, bro. You die already, bro. Got way too much health. That shield takes forever to go down. Oh, okay. I need health big time. Okay. What do I want here? Your special deals more damage and with freeze. Okay. They're all the same level. After you enter a location, prime a barrier that absorbs 1 instance of damage. Okay. After remaining inactive for 1 second, rapidly restore your mana until you act. Let's try that out. Look at that. Okay. This looks like more mana. The way my health looking right now, I don't know if I can. Hold on. Yeah, the way my health is set up right now, I don't think I'm gonna go to the harder one. So Superman without the red trunks makes him look like a basic. Okay, wow. That's a bit much, Mike. The red trunks doesn't make sense in the modern Superman because strong men power lifters don't wear those trunks anymore. Huh. Ooh. Wow. Can y'all? Damn. Hold on, bro.
Okay.
Yeah, see. Oh, okay. All right. My mana's up to 50 now. You know what? Let me. Maybe the store doesn't have as expensive. Jeez, it is that expensive. Damn.
The boatman Charon, one time steward of the dead, now sculls the rivers of the underworld in aid of those who yet resist the Titan Lord.
Okay.
Do without him.
You know, I used to be able to just break stuff around to get more money. Yeah, I guess you can't do that. I mean, you could break stuff, but you don't get nothing out of it. Sure.
In your debt, Lord Charon. These provisions.
You know, why are you so expensive, bruh? I needs this. Hold up. No.
No gold, no sale.
Okay. Let's go more for that. Damn. No. Oh, no. Wait. Bro, why are you like this? I'm about to die. Good grief. That was so rough.
Can't recover here. Need to press on.
Can I get some, you know what?
Farther than
Let's go to this one. Go.
Form of power.
So what am I upgrading? Let's do the side. Let's make that stronger.
Grow in the underworld.
Yeah, I got some money now. Let's get a little bit more. Down to 5 freaking health. Oh my. Damn. I thought, you know, he couldn't hit me from that range. I was wrong. Okay, death number 2.
There. See what I get for staying out all night, Freenos.
Her pet frog.
This memory of all you lost. It stokes your want for vengeance even now. Dora must be hiding for a bit.
Oh, okay. Oh, it's this one. crossroads.
Shades. Our fight is just getting started.
What is this?
The rivers overflowed back there. The cauldron's ready for me now. Last night I dreamt of this.
Faded intervention. Beseech the three fates to lend their aid in a time of great need. This, can I not do these? Yeah, I can't do these because I don't have enough materials. I need 1 silver. But this one, reveal gathering tools within the silver pool, unlock them to gather that stuff. Okay.
Dark of chaos, light of moon, heed now my will.
So mote it be.
So mote it be.
The crossroads. That hate.
Together we'll retake my
At least our cauldron's finally purified, praise the fates. Speaking of which, are you as yet considering an invocation to them? I have my doubts that they would listen even now.
If there's any chance the three fates shall aid us, I'll take it. Thank you for preparing things for me. Though I'm well short of freshly picked reagents still.
I'd offer such reagents if I could, but as you venture past this glade, look carefully along your path and you shall...
The voice acting is top notch as usual. Super Giant. Make sure they on point with that.
Goddess. We've multiple reports the armies of Kronos are massing on the surface up there, and not yet caught wind of your efforts. At least you aren't contending with them, eh?
My route through the underworld is fraught in its own right, but yes, it's comforting to know that army of traitors remains.
Yes, Brian. The OST is always awesome too. They nail that the OST. One of the voice actors, I think the voice actor for Zachary's also sings in the OST.
It's more discreet. Those thorny chaps in the woods, they've no love for Kronos.
I'll get past them.
Keep giving you treats.
Cat friends.
If this is anything like Cerebus, I'll end up getting some kind of thing for doing that.
The altar of ashes.
Alright, so I can unlock this. Deal plus 20 damage to foes in your cast. Ooh. I think I might rock it. I want to try activate this first. Wait. Oh, I get it now. So it's levels. Okay, so I have a choice between these two, but then this is active. So when I unlock this, now I have a choice between these two. I get it. Okay, so these two are active. So I have, after you exit the location, restore 2 health or twice that if you have no more than 30%, and then deal 20% damage to foes in your cast.
Ready. There's something new here.
How do I next? Crescent pick. Gather from it. Oh, okay. I can gather materials. This is what I was talking about before, where I need a pickaxe.
It shall serve you well. Ah, there she is again at last.
They want me to do this again? I mean, do I get anything for doing this?
Must go.
Great. All right, come on back. There we go. Thought he had something to say.
We cannot fail with such a genius on our side.
Nope. Got all your magic back.
Is this just going to say the same thing?
Somehow.
Yeah, it just says the same thing. So every death you have to play Bugsnax for 10 minutes, right, SloMo? No, not at all. Not at all. That'd be like 5,000
I'm off.
5,000 hours of Bugsnax. Where am this ain't the
Evidence sigil.
this looks different.
More silver I can use.
Okay.
You're one of my followers,
Poseidon.
aren't you? Then help him. In the name of Hades.
I got a conference call in a few minutes. This is gonna be my last run for the stream. But hey, look, if you on PC, this is a really easy game to run. I'm only using 35% of my GPU, 4K, 144 hertz, locked pretty much, because it's really easy to run. Hades 2 is awesome if you like roguelites. Definitely worth it. Your sprint deals damage on impact and knock foes away.
May all our enemies drown.
One thing I just realized I haven't noticed yet is I don't see the little like hammer icon to allow you to modify your weapon and give it a different characteristic that it didn't have normally, and it like plays completely different. I haven't seen that yet. I wonder if it's just I haven't seen it or if it's just not available in the game yet. Either way, that's a very, very important aspect of Hades 1, and I hope they add that back, because I love that part. It's the only one I got right now, and I'm out of mana. Maybe should I? So Hades 1 was a lot of fun. Never beat it, but I like the game. Yo, I beat Hades on Xbox and I beat it on PC, and I was gonna beat it on PlayStation, but I just didn't have the time. Damn.
Who's next? That's that.
All right. What do I want? 47. Let's get some money. Actually, I like the fact that they added the sprint in there, because before I would just use the move faster in Hades 1. I would use my dash all the time, and you just get tired of just pressing dash over and over again, honestly. Ooh.
Golden coins.
Right. Anything to pickaxe? Nope. I got enough money.
Night protects you, my lord.
Feel like I need the health. Well, let me talk to Charon real quick.
Yes, my lord. I met Apollo, grandmother, Uncle Poseidon. I've known Artemis and Hermes for so long. I'm impressed they kept my secret from the others all this time.
Interesting. So the fact that she says that in the dialogue tells me that the gods that I've met so far and the boons that I've got have been pre-planned instead of being random like how it is in the first game. Let me get some health. Maybe I should have got another boon. Where are the boons at, man? What is this? Come on, bro. I was dashing.
Always need bones, just not precisely now.
Just bones. That's all that was. Oh, okay. This is Aphrodite, I think. Whoa. All right, hold up. There we go.
Doubtless this one knows hatred, not just love. In the name of Hades, Olympus, I accept this message.
Why, hello, gorgeous. You look like you can break some hearts even without my aid. Oh, your brother would be so proud, knowing you're fighting for your kin.
Why'd she say it like that? What happened to Zachary's? Your special deals more damage to nearby foes, close-up damage. Your cast drags foes in and inflicts weak. That's a purple. I'm gonna have to rock with that. That's just too... Ooh. Let's go with this. I haven't got any of that. He said, why is she casually naked? Because it's Aphrodite, Brian. The SloMo fight battery. Gonna get hard to see favorite Snow Bunny Aphrodite to show up. Oh, no you didn't. I also kind of feel like Zachary's moves faster than his sister does, but maybe it's just because I'm low level now, and that's why.
Ash of the dead.
Do I need more? I don't think I need more bones, honestly. I just lost a ton of damage. Oh my gosh, the hits that I take, man. Grief.
Foes eliminated.
Oh, finally. The augment. Oh, no. Damn it. Yeah, it's about to be a wrap for me.
Need to recharge.
Oh, I can't do it because I gotta recharge. Can I do that one? Yeah.
A daedalus hammer.
Okay. What we got here? Your special gains a power shot that deals 20 damage and restores 5 mana. You channel plus 40 mana to your special to deal 300% damage. How do I do that? Hold. Okay. Hold attack to strike 50% faster, but cannot use the spell. Okay. Let's do that one then.
My silver shines.
I got money. Let's go do it. SloMo getting cooked like Drake. You know what? That's pretty disrespectful, Mike. That is pretty disrespectful. That's health. You know what? Let's do that, and then we'll do this. Oh, it's about to be a boss fight. Now I'm about to get cooked. Oh, it is a wrap for me.
Be safe, Lord Charon. Headmistress.
There she is.
What is this about?
Welcome to the edge of Erebus. Well done, Millinois.
32 health versus level boss. Yeah, GG's. It's about to be a wrap, yo.
I could not have reached this point without.
I feel like she about to set me up, though.
And in turn, you shall not pass this point without a demonstration.
I knew it.
Capability.
Good grief. Let's do it.
My capability. You'd have us face each other here, even though my task has already begun.
Your training shall never be complete. And I would know if you stand any chance at all against...
Ab's about to clap me, man. Oh boy, let me. Ooh. What? That was different. Oh my. Yo, what? Could I not damage that? Who did? Oh. Damn. Yeah, I need to stay away from you. Oh my god, you got to stop. Get these people away from me. Down to 4 health. I can't even be. She can't even breathe on me right now. God, I can't. I mean, like the amount of damage that I don't do is ridiculous right now. Oh, knew that was coming. True Bleed, what's up, man? Amon, how's it going, man? That chip damage is horrendous. Yo. Oh, we got a cutscene. It's a flashback.
It is the dead of night within a haunted, barely moonlit thicket at the underworld's edge. There, a young forsaken princess hunts her prey.
Ready or or not, hence I go.
Who's still
Bid
asleep?
you farewell for now, Lord Hypnos.
The keen-eyed princess finds a set of tracks, suggesting that her foe trod through this dusty ground not very long before.
Shush, Homer. How shall I ever catch her if you're going to describe my every move?
I've no idea to whom you refer, to whom the Princess of the Dead refers, as she continues on her fateful search.
Quit teasing me.
Come on, you never played Hades? Play Hades 1, man. It's probably the best roguelite I've ever played.
You'll find her yet.
Odysseus, have you seen Hecate about?
Not in a little while, little goddess, though I'd expect that pointy hat of hers to give her away.
I'll look for it. Thank you.
Well, she's got to be around here somewhere, little goddess.
Got you, Hecate.
Got me, you did, Millennium. But I dare say I can escape your clutches yet.
Hey!
She cheating.
Shades, is Hecate about? Huh, not seen her, huh?
Maybe she went down here. There she is.
There you are. Got you again.
So persistent. Give up already, witch. For I'm a titaness. You can.
I can and shall.
There again. Likely in like she keeps reappearing in new areas that I couldn't go before. So there she is.
It's merely that I've not heard your laughter before. Reminded me of your mother. A much preferable sound to that of grief.
I promise not to cry again. I still get sad sometimes, but not as much.
All right, they're gonna have to explain some of this.
Do not make promises you cannot keep. When tears well up, let them spill forth.
Def Floyd, what's going on, man?
They need be contained.
Give me a second. Whoops. Uh-oh.
But you know
Tripping
no
for a
pride,
second.
Hecate, and I wish to become strong like you, so that I might find Kronos and destroy him for what he's done. And then you could hear my mother's laugh again.
And I shall do everything in my power to prepare you, so that you may succeed where I failed. If not for your family's sake, then for your birthright.
They're gonna have
The
to,
princess
yeah.
of the underworld.
Really interested in how what has happened in between Hades 1 and 2.
He hurt you?
Concern yourself with your own pain, not mine. Destroying Kronos shall not change the past, and the pain shall linger, though assert itself less frequently with age. But enough of this.
Oh man, I got like 5 minutes.
We shall teach you to hunt greater prey.
Truly? Death to Kronos.
Alright.
Who dares?
Yeah. Alright, let me go ahead and progress saved less than a minute ago. Game's awesome. I love it. Definitely gonna be playing a whole lot more of this. I do need to finish Dragon's Dogma 2, which I really don't feel like playing. And I also need to finish Stellar Blade, which I'm really enjoying. But when I get that, when I'm done with those, I'm definitely rocking with this game for the most part. This game's gonna be it's already got it in my the way I got my desktop organized. I got games that are in sections where like once I beat it, I'm uninstalling, and I got games that I'm just not going to uninstall. And I already got this in that section because I already know how much I'm going to enjoy this game based off how much I enjoyed Hades 1. But appreciate everybody for coming through. Shout out to all you guys that are watching on YouTube. Shout out to people watching on Twitter as well. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of your Monday. and play some games, man. We out. Peace.